What's up, everybody? It is Rustbeard. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be ranking Warlords of Draenor dungeons. I hope you all liked my last one, my Mists of Pandaria, and all the previous ones before that as well. Today we are on Warlords, and yeah, I had some fun with these dungeons, not gonna lie. I did have quite a bit of fun with them, and I do remember distinctly playing a lot of Warlords with my friends. And this would have been, I want to say, the last expansion that I had played with a ton of friends, and by a ton I mean like 3. I mean just my regular friends that had played World of Warcraft with me. As dry and desolate as Warlords of Draenor did end up getting, and as much as those friends did end up falling off towards the end, during the beginning and the leveling experience through pretty much the whole thing until that drought, I did have quite a bit of fun with them, and I hope they're doing great. I hope they are having a great time. I know one of them has since, I'm pretty sure, been married and has a kid and everything, so hopefully they're doing great. Hopefully they will be able to find some time to play some World of Warcraft again, and that'd be awesome. But anyway, I'm not sure what the other one's doing, honestly. I haven't heard from him in a long time, so regardless, hopefully he's doing good, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into Warlords of Draenor. Okay, let's get into Warlords of Draenor. What do we got first? We got the Auchindoun. I think the Auchindoun was pretty damn fun, not gonna lie. I think that Auchindoun I could probably put into... I'd probably put it in B tier. I'd probably put it in a B because it was fun, but I think that with Auchindoun, the having to go down one wing and then all the way back around to the next wing and then back down to the different platforms, I think that's, I don't know, it's a bit droning, I guess. I don't like backtracking so much, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not bad. Definitely have played worse. Dreadmaw Slag Mines, let's see. I think that the Slag Mines probably is getting a C because I got burned out of it. I think that's probably the one I ran the most, other than maybe Skyreach on this list. Let's see. The Everbloom I think was really fun, but I'm gonna put Everbloom in B tier, just because I don't think it stood out amongst the rest of these so much. Grimrail Depot, probably my least favorite of all of them. Grimrail Depot, I don't know. It was just, maybe it was the difficulty, or maybe I'm just an idiot, but like I remember having a really hard time. I remember having a really hard time with Grimrail Depot, and I just, yikes. It was rough. It was rough. Let's see. Iron Docks. I would put Iron Docks in A tier. I like Iron Docks. I like I like the part in Iron Docks where you get to go to those giant like starlets, those big massive iron starlet things or whatever, and you just plow through them or whatever. I always try to, because I'm a tank, so I'm usually in the front most of the time anyway, but I try to beat everybody to all the starlets or whatever to blast through all the enemies to get my DPS on the my damage meter as high as I possibly can, because it counts for your damage for whatever. At least it used to. I don't know if it does anymore. It's been a while since I've ran it, but I do remember if you manage to be like the last DP, like the lowest amount of damage that you could possibly do on your damage meter on recount or whatever, you could get to these 3 starlets, and if you manage to get to all 3 of them, or honestly even just 2 of them would probably do, and plow through all the enemies with them, your DPS on the meter would just like shoot to the first like spot, like beyond everybody else's for the rest of the dungeon. It was hilarious, and I loved it. Shadowmoon Burial Grounds, I probably ran the least out of all of these. Maybe that's because I was Horde, and I know Shadowmoon Burial Grounds is closer to the Alliance stuff, but I don't know. I think Shadowmoon Burial Grounds, I think, was pretty cool. I liked how it looked. I liked how Shadowmoon Burial Grounds looked, and I'm also just a big fan of the Warlock stuff in general. I'd probably put it in A. I think it was pretty fun. Skyreach, S tier for me. I ran it a lot, like I said earlier in the video, but it was super fun. I love the Arakoa. I think the Arakoa are just super fun. I think it'd be super cool to have playable Arakoa. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think that they would be super fun to have as a playable race, or a playable allied race, either or. And last but certainly not least, Upper Blackrock Spire. I think I would have to put Upper Blackrock Spire in A tier. You know what? I'm going to put Iron Docks in S tier as well, and Upper Blackrock Spire in A tier, because as usual, I think I liked the original Blackrock Spire way more. So maybe that's just how it's going to be for all of these rankings. Anytime they do a revamped dungeon from the old game, it's just going to not be as good as the old one, I guess. But yeah, Upper Blackrock Spire is fun. I think it was cool. I'm pretty sure they released it first, didn't they? Didn't they release that as like an early dungeon or something like that? For like the pre-patch or something. I think I could be wrong on that, but that sounds right. I don't know, but anyway, Upper Blackrock Spire was fun, and I'd run it again. That's fun, but I think I gotta put it in A tier just for the fact that it is Blackrock Spire, because it's a classic. It's a banger, and I'd probably run that one before some like these underneath it, like easily. So yeah, that's what I got. Okay, so that'll about do it for the Warlords of Draenor dungeons. I think that overall, these were fun dungeons. I had a great time with them. Some of them were extremely frustrating, and, you know, it is what it is. That's just with the territory, you know. Let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite Warlords of Draenor dungeon? What was your least favorite Warlords of Draenor dungeon? Do you have any fun stories from any of these dungeons? Let me know in the comments down below. I would very much like to hear what you got to say. And as always, if you like this video, make sure you leave a giant thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, and it helps out the channel quite a bit. I very much appreciate it. And with that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.